Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Caroline Mwara. Before I go on, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. And apparently people like the way I greet. So let me start. I'm gonna start with Namaste. Bonjour, Vigets, Assalamu alaikum, habari zenyu. Well, hizo ndo naweza. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna talk about something very interesting. I always like to say interesting, but today is very interesting. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's one of my favorite topics. It's just one of my favorite close to heart thing that I love and I adore. I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. Have you ever adopted a course? Adoption of a course. Like you believe in this course and then you believe in this course that it's gonna make a difference. I always tend to say everybody, I believe everybody, no matter who, everybody can make a difference in someone's life. So have you ever adopted a course that is so close to your heart? And when we talk of adopting a course, I mean adopting a course and yours. You make sure this course is up to the farthest. You've taken care of it up to the farthest. When you adopt a course, I mean taking care of a child. Maybe you can adopt a child, and when you adopt a child, it doesn't necessarily mean that the child comes and lives with you. Maybe you have this child at a particular children's home and you adopt this child from wherever he or she is. Make sure his needs or her needs are met until that child gets to 18 years. Or are you the kind of a person who goes once and then you go after 5 years, or you go after 10 years, or you tag along and say, hey, the last time I went to see a child at the orphanage was like 5 years ago? I tend to believe you don't even necessarily have to have money. Believe me, you don't have to have money to have a course or to adopt a course. People want affection. You go there, talk to this child maybe once in a month or once in a Sunday. You go there, talk to that child, take for that child, something small that is hata ifiki 50 bob or even 100 bob, but just spend like 30 minutes with that child. That is adopting a course. You can adopt a course of saying every year that I have to go to maybe to the streets and make it like my birthday. Like every year I'm going to make sure that I use certain amount of money, like I use 5,000 or 10,000 or 20 or 40 or 50,000. No matter what amount you use, or even 100 shillings or 200 shillings, say I'm going to go to the streets and I'm gonna go and feed one child, or I'm gonna feed 10 kids, I'm gonna go and feed wendazimus, or I'm gonna go and feed a mother that I see has a child. That is adopting a course. And you don't do it just after 5 years or 10 years, but you do it maybe every year. You can even say you'll be doing every month. You can even say you're going to be doing every 6 months. That is what I mean by adopting a course. A course that you make sure you have fulfilled it. It can also be a course that you're going to the prison. Like I love going to see people who are in the prison. It's so close to my heart. I love going to the women prison, to go there, to eat with them. We eat like either we can have a breakfast or we can have lunch. And then I love dancing with them. If it's not the women prison, I like going to the Boston prison. It's for the kids. And this year I was thinking, a friend of mine wanted to tag me to go to the men's prison. I was feeling a bit tough, or it's hard to go to the men's prison, but someone was like, no, it's okay, you can also go to a men's prison. So it's adopting a course. It's a course I like doing it after every year. It can be regardless, just go there, dance with them, or go there, just tag along. And let me tell you something, it's very important to tag along people. Tag along people. Don't feel ashamed. And tell people what your intentions are. Some people think tag people. Tell people to assist you. Ask people, help me with 100 shillings. Help me with 200, 300, 1,000, whatever you have. Tag along. Let's go. You can even tell people you don't have to give me finances. Let's go. Let's just go. And I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Why am I saying it makes a huge difference? It makes a huge difference because, like this time round, I'll give a shout out to Elijah. This time round when we went to prison, I'll give a shout out to a lady called Maggie. I'm gonna give a shout out to Nana. These are people who really assisted me and people who made a difference with the group. I remember when we went on this march. I am telling you, we had people, I forget her name, forgive me, I wanted to give a shout out to someone. If I forget to give a shout out, please, you know yourself, the people who really helped me. The reason why I'm saying these names is because when we got to the prison, we went there, they had their stories. When they had their stories, one person decided to assist in giving 10,000. That lady, when she comes out from prison, anapatia 10,000 ya kwanza biashara. Mwingine, another lady decided to pay rent for 4 months. Alikuwa nafaa within 2 or 3 months. Atalipa rent for 4 months na amweke some vitu ndo aanze kimaisha. Mwingine alikuwa nafaa alipiwe fare from Mombasa to Kisumu. Mwingine alikuja na akaambiwa atapelekwa kwa courts. Atapewa a free lawyer or something that I don't even know what happened. Like we all went there. I tagged my friends along and they made a difference. You can make a difference by tagging people along. I believe that you can make a difference, and you touch people's lives differently. You never know. And I'm saying it doesn't need money. It doesn't need money. Make a difference. Adopt a cause. Adopt a cause and make sure you fulfill your cause. Don't do that cause once and then you forget about it. A cause doesn't require, not necessarily requiring money, as I said. It doesn't. Even go to the prison and just go like that. And just go and say you want to just talk to them, just be there for them. Listen to their issues. They just need an outsider to just tell them everything is going to be okay. They need an outsider not to remind them or not to feel like they are animals. I tend to believe we all, we are all people. We are very blessed. Something can happen and Mungu akuonekanie na kufanyia usiende mahali. Remember of that thing that you did dangerously. Kitu ambao ulifanya. Remember the bad thing that you did, but you are forgiven. And na wewe hauko ndani ya jela. Remember the good things. I always tend to say, hata wewe ambaye ulizaliwa, you are both brought up by a parent, whether a mom or a dad or 2 parents. Remember there's some things you don't remember. The last thing maybe you remember when you were 3 years or 4 years, but do you know there are some people who also raised you? There are some people who are kwa your background na walikuраise. Let me give a very simple example. The person who, when you go give birth, there are those midwives or a nurse or a doctor. Do you know that doctor would have decided, or that midwife or that nurse angedecide akunyonge tu, but aliamua tu akutoe. He or she is part of your blessing. So there's some people who came to your life na wakakusaidia, lakini you didn't see. I always talk about the people that you didn't see who are part of your lives. There's some people who are part of your lives you didn't see. There are people who made you great, who made who you are, but you did not see them. So why return the favor back and adopt a course? You can do it knowingly or unknowingly. You can decide to pay school fees for somebody, just like that. Say, I'm going to make sure I'm going to adopt this child. I pay her entire school fees or his entire school fees until class 8, amalize. Or I'm going to make sure I do it until form 4. With no strings attached. I am telling you, it is so incredible. If you decide to adopt a course, it doesn't do any harm. There are so many schools here in Kilifi that, or in Mombasa, ambazo ziko 5,000, 7,000. Imagine a term. So 7,000 times 21,000 per year. And you adopt a child na useme kwenye yuko, I don't care, familia yake najua iko mbaya, lakini I'm going to raise this child, and I'm telling you blessings are going to fall in 5-10 years. When that child akimaliza na najua I was raised and someone paid my fees, or someone was even able to clothe me, or someone was even able to take me shopping, for me shopping, a boarding school. Unajua where you're a parent, you go visit a child, lakini unajua ngao mwingine hananga mtu akumvisit na umpeleke shopping ya 500. It makes a lot of difference. Adopt a course. A course is so close to your heart. and you make sure that you pass it through. Hata kama hutakangi kusaidiwa, make sure like for example, when I go to with I don't have maybe it's the course of the year, and I usually have friends from the prison. I tell them, if you need something that I can be able to manage, I wish I can be able to manage, I'm gonna do it. You hear them calling me and saying tutaka sabuni. And you know, it's very easy to make sabuni. It's very easy. You just go make it and then send them 20 liters, 10 liters, whatever that they need. It is something small, but it's something that you are able to do. They can ask for another thing and you'll be like, I'm not in a position right now, but can I do this for you? Can I do this for you? That's a course I'm talking about. It is good to adopt a course. Question, have you adopted a course? Adopt a course, and I'm telling you, make sure that this course you adopt, it is something that is close to your heart, and you don't do it once. You don't do it after 5 years, but you do it every time, every year. You can say after every 6 months, I'm going to be doing this. After every year, I'm going to be doing this. Something that is so close to your heart, because you are so blessed. You watching this video, you're so blessed. You affording to watch this video na uko na bundles unaangalia, you are so damn blessed. Bless someone out there. Adopt a course. I love you guys. I love you so much. I'm having so much fun doing this. You have no idea. And I thank all of you for coming to my YouTube and to watch my video. I'm also thanking the people who give me comments. All kinds of comments, I accept them. And I want to say thank you. And you be blessed. Thank you guys. Take care of yourself. Ciao.